Just a little look at my guppy tank. It's doing really good now since the water changed last week. It's a better picture as well than the one I filmed. It was atrocious. But at least you can see there's actually a tank of fish now and they're doing quite well. My guppies and my handlers, a couple of otter-sinkless, pleco, and me mystery snail, turbo, that I introduced you to, but you probably didn't see. So, yeah, doing good. Just a little look at my guppy tank. It's doing really good now since the water changed last week. It's a better picture as well than the one I filmed. It was atrocious. But at least you can see there's actually a tank of fish now and they're doing quite well. My guppies and my handlers, a couple of otter-sinkless, pleco, and me mystery snail, turbo, that I introduced you to, but you probably didn't see. So, yeah, doing good. Just a little look at my guppy tank. It's doing really good now since the water changed last week. It's a better picture as well than the one I filmed. It was atrocious. But at least you can see there's actually a tank of fish now and they're doing quite well. My guppies and my handlers, a couple of otter-sinkless, pleco, and me mystery snail, turbo, that I introduced you to, but you probably didn't see. So, yeah, doing good. Just a little look at my guppy tank. It's doing really good now since the water changed last week. It's a better picture as well than the one I filmed. It was atrocious. But at least you can see there's actually a tank of fish now and they're doing quite well. My guppies and my handlers, a couple of ottosinclas, pleco, and me mystery snail, turbo, that I introduced you to, but you probably didn't see. So, yeah, doing good. This is just a little bit of footage of Tiny Tank, where I've got some blue shrimp, some red shrimp, some white ones, and loads of little ramshorn snails I just threw in there to help clean the tank up. There should be a couple of little guppy frying in there as well, and the little guppy called Little Bigfoot, the one I've mentioned a few times. He should be in there. He's probably swimming at the back. He's getting quite big now. He's almost as big as a shrimp. But yeah, it's doing really good. So I'm just looking for Little Bigfoot to see if you can see him. I hope he's okay. I'm sure he is. As I said the other day, I think he's going to be a yellow colour, because his colours are starting to come out. So that's the update on Tiny Tank. Please like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. Any comments, shove them down below, and I will take all in what you say and I'll respond. Just a little look at my guppy tank. It's doing really good now since the water changed last week. It's a better picture as well than the one I filmed. It was atrocious. But at least you can see there's actually a tank of fish now and they're doing quite well. my Guppies and my Endlers, a couple of Otter Blackout, and me Mystery Style Turbo that I introduced you to, but you probably didn't see. So, yeah, doing good. Welcome to Shrimp Valley Part 2. Well, the shrimp have been in there a few days now. I've seen the odd couple, not 30 of them like I put in, but I'm sure they're in there somewhere. I did have a bit of disaster, to be honest, with me floating plants and my water. My water's normally 7 here, the pH is normally 7, and I just checked it last night and it was 6, so I don't know how that happened. It's got to be something to do with United Utilities, which is in the UK, that's the people that supply the water for us, so I don't know whether they've added something to it, but it's normally 7, so I don't know whether that's done anything to the shrimp. I will not be happy if that's right. All my floating plants, I don't know whether you can see because it's quite a bright light on the top. I mean, they look good from the top because they're all, well, there's a couple of stragglers there, but my water lettuce, they had absolutely stunning roots right the way down the tank, but they seem to have all melted back. I mean, that's either the pH has done that, or it's the stress of the changeover, because they were in another tank. I'm hoping that they pull themselves round and do well again, because they were gorgeous. Maybe I've overstocked with all the floating plants to make up for the sterile environment when I first did it, when I first made the tank up for them. As you can see, not sighting the sound of a shrimp at the moment, and I've been sitting here for ages trying to catch a few. I've seen a couple before, so I know that they haven't perished with the change in the pH. So I got some crushed coral last night and I've put that in by the filter, so it'll circulate quickly and hopefully sort the water system out for me. So I'm just panning around now, see if I can see a shrimp. I've seen a nice red one before, and I put a couple of white ones in there as well. I don't know whether they're classed as ghost shrimp or white shrimp. I just got them given to me a while ago, and the man that gave me them just said they were called white shrimp. Maybe you could tell me in the comments below, are they white shrimp? Are they a ghost shrimp? I don't mean they're dead, obviously, classed as, they're called ghost shrimp. So yeah, not much happening. I think that's one there. There's a red one there. Oh, hope it is. My eyesight's shocking. Could be a piece of plant. But yeah, fingers crossed. I hope you're enjoying the videos. As I say, it's still early days and I'm still not confident and used to what I'm doing. See there, me Anubias got battered by the bright light when I first put them in. It's one of my favourite plants and all, but now it's all covered over with floating plants. That should sort itself out shortly. Fingers crossed. Yeah, so as I was saying, I'm still new to this and my confidence is rubbish. You know, my filming skills are awful. I'm filming off my phone and it's an iPhone 17, so it should actually be really good, but I struggle to do videos on the tanks. So while I'm concentrating on the tanks, I'm not concentrating on what I'm saying, so I'm waffling so much. So I do apologise for that. And they will get better, these videos. I just need to, once I find my confidence and, you know, get some more subscribers, maybe the odd like on a video, got 4 subscribers at the moment. I'm terrified in case they unsubscribe. I can just imagine my luck. I wake up one morning and have no subscribers because I've been worrying about having 4. But yeah, that's the update on the shrimps anyway. I'm chatting a load of bubbles here, talking about my life, and I'm supposed to be giving you an update on my shrimps. Or I should say my shrimp. I'm going to zoom back in there. That's got to be a shrimp. So yeah, any suggestions or anything what you could like me to talk about, or any tips or hints for me to get better in what I'm doing, even to boost my confidence, acknowledge that you've watched my video. I'd appreciate that. Even if it's going to be negative. I mean, don't be cruel, like, cause it's not nice. But any tips would be much appreciated. Anyway, I'm chatting bubbles now. I'm gonna get off and get sorted. Welcome to Valley of the Shrimp. Finally set the tank up. There's 30 shrimp in this crazy little mangled tank. I started off being all sterile and clean and it looked like a hospital surgery, and then I thought to myself, that's not what shrimp like. Shrimp just like to be left alone in their own little kingdom. So that's what I've done. I've thrown 30 red shrimp in there, red cherry shrimp, and they're all living the best life. Unfortunately, I don't know where they are because I've put that many floating plants in there for them to make them feel safe. Yep, so 30 shrimp swimming around in a little jungle, and they are in there, trust me. I managed to spot one out, so if there's enough 30, there's one. So that's hopefully they'll get breeding shortly. Sorry about the voiceover. Still getting used to doing all this Steven Spielberg editing and creating and all kinds of stuff like that. So enjoy the tank, and I'll do an update in a couple of days.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, this is kind of a great area, though, for something to be in. Do you know what time of year it was by any chance? Was it the fall?
It was going to be early, it was going to be probably late 20.
So it was when the leaves were down.
Yeah, so leaves were down, and they had from what I understand, they had a pretty good view.
And they were pretty rattled, you mentioned earlier. I mean,
Yeah, at the time that the landowner, Randy, got back up here, they were all up at the main cabin, and the visit was shaking. He stopped, thought somebody was hurt, got out, said, what's going on? And that's when the food boss, he says, Bigfoot, not. He's making the action. And Randy kind of tries to get out of him what's going on. He explains the whole thing to Randy, and at that point, they said, no, we're not going to go back down until we get some help. So they called the forestry department folks that organized it. Their boss, the crew boss, came in, brought some folks with guns, and they actually stood the ridge while they cleared that section.
what did you think when you first heard of that story?
I wasn't really surprised.
Yeah.
I was, it was actually a little bit more bona fides, knowing that this was a crew of mostly foreign nationals that had no real concept of Bigfoot in this area. They had no background stories. They didn't have anything to go ahead and prejudice them. And when they come up and they're obviously very flustered and scared to come back, that pretty much told me it was the real deal.